Super 91.7 WMPH. That was Gwen Stefani with Hollaback Girl. I'm Vanna, and today I have some very special guests from the band Splitting Vision over at Concord High School. How you guys doing?
Great.
Doing good.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
So they just released 2 singles recently, and they're planning on doing a lot more. So I'm here to talk to them about their band and their career and all that stuff. So introduce yourselves to the listeners. What do you guys play?
I'm Jeremy. I'm the lead singer, and I play guitar for the band.
I'm Ben. I'm the drummer.
I'm Ryan. I play bass.
I'm Emmanuel. I play keys and a little bit of background vocals.
All right. So how long have you guys been playing music?
Like individually or together?
Both.
Together since like January.
Yeah.
January, December. Me and Ryan started the band. So that's been going on since like December, November.
Then I got added.
Yep. Then Jeremy got hired.
January.
Yep.
20-something.
Individually, I don't know. That's like
Emmanuel got added after the first concert, which was like March.
I want to say around
what
there.
Is that, like 6 months total together?
Yeah.
Something like
Emmanuel like only 2.5 probably.
Yeah, Emmanuel's a lot less than us, but that's 3.
So we're pretty new.
No.
Individually, I've been playing guitar for about 2 years now, and I think I've been singing for like maybe 1.
I've been playing a lot of instruments for years, so it's...
He's multi
Professional flute
talented.
player.
Yep.
I've been playing drums not for that long, 1.5 years, but picked it up quick.
I've been doing keys since like 7th grade, and I've just been singing like basically my whole life. Like it's always been familiar with me.
Mm-hmm.
So have you guys had any inspirations as musicians?
Oh, for sure. I think one of our main ones is like the Rare Occasions.
Oh, yeah.
Huge.
Definitely.
Tame Impala, I think, has had a lot of the, funk groove aspect on us. What do you think, Jeremy?
I agree.
Because I don't think we're like straightforward. Like I don't think we have a straightforward genre.
I think
really.
I feel like Tame got that more like electric type of sound.
Right, but I think we do have some like rhythm aspects from what he brings. Honestly, I think there's a lot of stuff we could say. Like it's not just like one thing. I think we're very back and forth. Yeah, we're diverse. Yeah, it's a good word.
I don't know specifically a lot of the more other groups, but I just I've been listening to a lot of music and just from all the different genres, whether it being R&B or indie rock or like anything at all. It's just it all has an impact, and you listen to what you think you would like to use and interpret in your own music.
I think it's also like what each one of us brings too, like what we're used to. I think I'm kind of more. I've grown up playing metal and rock. And then I started playing R&B, and then like you guys can talk to yourselves. I know.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I grew up playing like classical, jazz, like a bunch of different stuff. So
for me, it was mainly I'd say pop and rap. What about you?
Me, probably just like really everything. Classical, R&B, whatever I think sounds good.
So when you mesh that together, it makes Splitting Vision. Pretty much. Yep.
So it's a whole lot of everything. You know what? That's good. That can bring a lot of variety. And I've noticed in your songwriting, it's not just like 3 chords and like the fastest thing you can string together. Like you guys put a lot of effort into it. Like I've heard some changing time signatures in there as well.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, what is the songwriting process like for you guys? Is it hard?
Jeremy, go ahead.
Well, as me and Ben work on most of the songwriting, lyrics and stuff. Yep. And I think what it comes down to is we have like, at this point, it's kind of just like a formula of what it is. And it's like, typically there will be like an event. I mean, most of the songs, essentially every single song I write, it's based off of an experience or a story or something. And that always translates into like an easy song to make,
Yeah, I think also all of us together, like me and Jeremy will make a lot of lyrics and come together and even like FaceTime and call.
Yep.
Because we don't have a lot of in-person time. We're all very busy, sports and stuff. Ryan will come and do a lot of the structure of the song. He'll kind of listen and put his own interpretation on it, which is really cool because it adds more of a, like aspect and more team aspect. And Emmanuel, he's newer, but when he does come in, he does a lot of like the same thing, interpretation. And everyone adds their own touch, which is the best thing.
Yeah.
Adding layers.
Yeah. It all kind of starts out with a chord progression and then a drum beat, a bass line, some keys, and then we kind of figure out how many choruses and verses we want from there. So that's the instrumental parts.
Yeah. I was about to say, do you guys get the lyrics first or the chords first? Like, how does it work?
Definitely the music.
I don't know about that.
Some of our songs have started off as chord progressions. Others have started off as
Like,
lyrics, and then we find chords to match.
I feel like
More of the newer songs have been more.
I feel like
first.
I don't know. I
It
feel like
varies a lot.
I feel like it's interesting. A lot of the songs that I write lyrics on, they're lyrics first, which is interesting. Like hide and seek and a bunch of those ones that we haven't really like put out there yet that you'll hear. But like, I feel like the ones that I have like really put all my lyrics into, they're the ones that are like we just go off of lyrics to those ones. But usually Jeremy's like when he brings the lyrics, it's always like
Yeah,
the
I
music
mean,
stuff.
typically, I'll write stuff at home, bring it in, or we'll just make stuff up in, our rehearsal time and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a mixture.
All right. So, a lot of us here at WMPH were listening to your music and we're surprised at how like polished it sounds. Like for a high school band, it sounds really like cleaned up and really good. So, like, what do you guys do to make it sound that good? Do you guys have like a studio that you guys go to or something like that?
Yeah, so we start off each song and then we get the song down. And then before we go into the studio to record, we run through the song a couple times, make sure we've got it down, got everything we want. And Ben can talk a little bit more about the studio, but it's like a professional studio, so
Yeah.
it's well produced.
So his name's Earl Wilt. It's called Jamland Studio. It's over kind of near Brandywine High School. And a couple months ago, when we wanted to start like expanding and start recording, I texted the guys. This was before we had a manual. And I was like, maybe we should start recording here if we want to do this. And Jeremy was like, oh, I've recorded there before, so he kind of knew him, and we trusted him. We kind of went in there, kind of on a limb, but we just went in there with the good hopes. And we went in there and recorded our first song, Clone, and it came out beautiful. The first time we heard it back, we were like, okay, we're staying here. So he's very good at mixing, mastering, because those are very hard things to do. And I'm sure you guys know it with radio and stuff. So it's hard, and he's very good at it. That's his best thing, I think. So it's really good to have a really good engineer like that.
Speaking of Clone, tell us more about that. Like what it was like to release your first single as a band.
Well, I guess each of us can go through our own little section of that. But for me, it was just Clone was one of the first ones we ever wrote, and it was like instant magic when we were like first making.
We always
it.
called the poster child. We always called it that.
It was the biggest embodiment of what we were as a group. And honestly, the day it dropped, it was weird because I'm freshman. I don't know people. People don't really know me. And it was weird that, there's just people like, oh, I like your song. I heard the song. I mean, that was honestly the highlight of the day for sure. To just put so much effort and work into something and see it pay off for sure.
So what do you guys think about putting on the radio? You guys want to hear it? Well, you guys have heard it a lot, but let's put it on, see what the WMPH thinks. So here is Clone by Splitting Vision on Super 91.7 WMPH. are 91.7 WMPH. That was Clone by Splitting Vision, who I happen to have right here in the studio with us. So we were talking about their single that we just played, Clone, and their career in music so far. It's been pretty short, but pretty eventful so far, it sounds like.
Very.
So what have you guys been up to since releasing Clone?
Just more music.
That's a great answer.
Since we released Clone, we've had a couple gigs. We played at the BSD Fest, and we also got out another single, and currently we have a concert coming up this Friday at Concord High School at 7 p.m.
June
June
2nd.
$5 admission.
$5 admission.
No, but we also had 2 basement shows. Shows in my basement, which was very funny and kind of like, I don't know the word to use. Just very. It was just funny to see. So shout out to all the basement people who were there. But that was fun.
Those are
that was
true.
fun. Not happening again though. But that was
No.
fun. No.
Unfortunately,
Got a little too crowded.
Yeah.
down
Let's just
there.
say I got a little trash.
Our security did not do
But yeah,
a
we
good job.
released after Clone. We released Giovanni. We knew that was the one we wanted to release because we knew it had the most
Music.
kind of upbeat kind of feel. We knew it would be really good to release after Clone. So we did that one. We put it out there. We originally wasn't going to be Giovanni actually.
Yeah.
But we were like last minute. Ryan came. He's like, God, I think we should switch it
Yeah.
up. I was like, all right, sure.
So you guys have been saying that you have other songs in the works right now. So you guys plan on releasing an album?
Oh,
Tell us
yeah.
more.
Oh my God, that's
yes,
a
we
big
do.
yeah.
we're aiming for
Oh.
start of July. If we can get some studio time in for all of June, that's
Yeah.
probably
We have a lot of songs,
our main
a
goal.
lot of songs,
Quite a lot, yeah.
quite a lot. So we pretty much have everything done songwriting wise.
Yeah.
It's really just putting it together and adding more final pieces and touches.
Yeah.
Because Friday we're playing pretty much all those songs at the concert. So.
Yeah.
So do you guys do any before you guys wrote the songs, did you guys do any covers? This is just a curiosity question
No,
for myself.
actually.
No.
We've had
I'm pretty adamant about not doing covers.
Not
we've
doing
had,
covers?
ideas for covers, but
Yeah.
sometimes balancing time and everything, we can't
Yeah.
do covers like that.
Trying to work on our original music while also practicing covers,
Yeah,
and it's
too
too
much.
time consuming.
Yeah, a lot of small bands start off with a lot of covers or just performing covers, and if they get enough traction doing that, then they'll write their own songs. But you guys have hit the ground running with just making original
Oh, yeah.
stuff, which is pretty cool.
That's what we were aiming for. More creativity, more that's what we're going for.
So, what is other than the album? Do you guys have any plans for the future of Splitting Vision?
Well, we're looking to start playing gigs at other places. We're kind of looking into other venues. Expanding our pool of gigs. So
It's exciting, very exciting. Because you want to expand, beyond Delaware. Because
Right.
it's great to be right now, honestly, just like Newcastle County. But it's really fun to kind of expand, and that's what we want to do.
100%.
That's what we want to do. Yeah.
Is there any places around here that you would like to do that you haven't done yet?
Around here, Philly. Philly would be great. I would love to play Philly.
Hard Rock Cafe in Philly.
Rehoboth Beach down there.
We're getting there.
Because we have a very beachy sound. So
Yo, if we
I-
did do Rehoboth
yeah,
Beach,
I can
at
see
the
that.
jazz festival, that'd be
Oh,
fire.
yeah.
That'd be fire.
We just went down to a jazz festival too, our jazz band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Okay. I'm not part of it, but you guys were saying that there's a lot of connection with jazz bands, so I think that's
I didn't
interesting.
go on that trip, but yeah. Sadly.
So, is there anything you'd like to say to our listeners, to your fan club that's listening, apparently, to anybody?
Honestly, take risks.
That's a good point.
We all kind of besides Ben and Emmanuel, we were all kind of just acquaintances, not really friends, and we just decided to get together, and it was worth it. It turned out great.
Yeah, I think another thing is, a lot of people look at it as a lot of people get scared or not confident enough to do a band thing or do kind of this because it's very, you're putting yourself in a very vulnerable position because if your music's kind of something that people make fun of, then it's kind of embarrassing. But I think all of us came together and we're we're just gonna do it, knock it out, and if people like it, they'll like it. If they don't, they don't, because we love our music. So that's all that matters to us, honestly.
I mean, if you work hard enough on something, the work will show. And I think it's implemented into what we are as a band. I mean, the hours spent working on our music, making sacrifices for other stuff, and putting that aside in order to work on some music. I think, that takes a lot from us.
I mean, just going off what he said, just takes a lot of risks, takes a lot of chances, and you just gotta go for it. You can't just go in down yourself. Just if it's something you want to do, don't Don't be worried about what other people think. Just do it, get it done, and then you'll be proud of the results.
Yeah, this is only the beginning of Split Vision, I'll tell you that. A lot more to come, so.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you guys for coming in. That was the world debut of Splitting Vision on WMPH, and we've got one more song from them you guys want to say. I can't speak.
Giovanni Mio More.
There we go. I don't speak Italian,
right.
whatever it is.
Italian. Means young in Italian.
Yeah.
Means young in
What
Italian.
does it mean?
Young in Italian.
Young and Italian.
Giovanni.
Okay. All right. Well, here's that song. From Splitting Vision. Thank you guys for coming in very
Thank
much.
you.
It was a pleasure having you guys, and you were listening to Super 91.7 WMPH.
There's something in your eyes, yeah, the clouds go away and the sun starts to shine for a while. I've been dreaming, so I hope you won't be leaving. Mio Corte, you're nothing less than 10, and I'm sure you caught me looking when I'm walking with my friends. They tell me you've been talking, heard a lot of good things. Maybe that you're thinking about a boyfriend. Good work, should I even consider it? What I love most is probably her, and I let conversation flows just like a river. But should I give up? Drove in it, couldn't work. Should I even consider it? What I love most is probably her, and I let conversation flow just like a river. But should I give up? Am I too Giovanni? Into solo, I know you leaving soon, but I hope I get a chance where it's just me and you. I got a feeling I gotta say what I gotta say, but knowing myself, I'll probably end up running away. It's hard to keep my calm when I'm with you. Sure, my friends make fun of us when we are in school, but I think it's something I need. So can you hold my hand, please? Good work. Should I even consider it? What I love most is probably her, and I let conversation flows just like a river. But should I give up? Am I too Giovanni? Good work. Should I even consider it? What I love most is probably her, and I let conversation flows just like a river. Too Giovanni.